out of time. What are you going to do with the time you have left? Reposition yourself. You could miss the best time in your life, in this season of life. Because we have got to change the way we think. We have got to change the way we function. We have got to change the way we deal with issues. And the reason that you have to begin to reposition the way you think and the way you function and the way you feel is that we many times are stuck between the lines of limited thinking and limited people and limited ideas and limited philosophies, and there's something creative down inside of you saying, let there be. You need to walk into a situation where you've been locked up and tied up and tangled up and say, let there be light, let there be healing, let there be books, let there be change in this city. You have tried 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different things. Each you worked on 90 days or so and then said it doesn't work. How can you be a leader with a 90-day test? Of course it didn't work. You didn't stick to it long enough. You didn't fight hard enough. You didn't do what it took to win, and rather than to correct it and get it right, you walked away from it and tried something else. And for the last 10, 15 years of your life, you've been on the run from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, trying to make all this stuff work. Stop it. Stand still. You have to have the courage to live with the pressure and the criticism. New levels bring new devils. You have to be tough. You have to be tough to be able to stand it. It's tough for keeping your kids encouraged while you secretly worried to death yourself. It's tough for getting ready for a birthday and don't have a birthday gift. It's tough of not being able to get the light bill paid and the water bill paid. It's tough. But what do we do with these moments? Do we just have them and go back home and wait for the next one? Almost like junkies getting a fix or smokers smoking a cigarette? Are we just habitually addicted to moments without being able to take that moment and use it strategically to do something in our lives? You do not have to accept it the way it is. Somewhere down inside of you there is creativity. We've got to break out of the barriers and the limitations and get outside of the box. Something is about to happen in your life. You've got to take it one day at a time. And when you get to the end of the day, you say, I'm not finished, but I've done everything that I was supposed to do for that day, for that time, for that season. Your season is shifting. You will be able to do now in a way that you have never been able to do it before. You haven't sung your best song. You haven't preached your best sermon yet. You haven't thought your greatest thought. You haven't written down your greatest idea. You haven't dreamed your best dream. Maybe you haven't laughed your best laugh. You haven't had your greatest day yet. It's somewhere inside of you. You're a miracle looking for a place to happen. You have got all kinds of things locked up inside of you that are about to come forth for such a time as this. The time is right. The stage is set. The conditions are in order. And something awesome is about to happen in your life. Don't let anybody tell you you're too young. Don't let anybody tell you you're too old. Don't let anybody tell you you're fitted. Every day you wake up in the morning, it's a sign the best is yet to come. This is my moment, and I am determined to live it. The mind is the battleground. The fight is in your mind. Are you ready for the next level? What are you going to do with the time you have left?
D12 on the beat.
One love, yo.
I don't know. Now what think I do, Papa? Why you keep blessing me like this? You favor me like and you this. Still keep on protecting me like this. Yeah, you sustaining me like this. I'm so grateful, grateful, God. Say, I don't know. Now what think I do, Papa? Why you keep blessing me like this? And you keep favor me like this. You protecting me like this. And you sustaining me like this. I'm so grateful. Yeah, yeah. You give me plenty, plenty money. Too much data. Fun cherry. You put food on my table, clothes on my body, and you share to me. You share to me, so I say, count your blessing. Think them one by one, and you will know what thing that God can do. I'm so thankful, yeah. Woo. See, yeah. I'm so grateful, yeah. I used to be cocky on the carry. I didn't have no lyrics. They used to call me for nothing. Yeah. Sister boy, but thank God you never left me down. No. You always been there for me. So I raise my voice and say, I don't know. Now one thing I do, Papa, why you keep blessing me like this? You favor me like this. You keep on protecting me like this. You sustaining me like this. I'm so grateful, God. Jehovah Jireh, yeah, my provider. Jehovah Rapha, yeah, my healer. Jehovah Shalom, yeah, oh my peace of mind. You are my strength, like no other. You are my song in the storm. I just wanna praise you and praise you. Lift my voice to you, my give you praise, yeah. Say, I don't know. Now one thing I do, Papa, why you keep on blessing me like this? You keep on favoring me like this. You protecting me like this. And you sustaining me like this. I'm so grateful, God. Grateful God. You give me plenty money. Too much data. Fun cherry. Food on my table, clothes on my body, and you share to me, so I say, elevation by you, promotion by you, celebration by you, blessing by you, favor by you. When it's plenty, grateful, I'm grateful, God. Oh, I don't know. One thing I do, Papa, why you keep on blessing me like this? Oh, you favor me like this. Oh, you're loving me like this. Blessing me. Oh, baby, grateful, Lord. Grateful. Oh, grateful.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I am live. Welcome, everybody. This is your girl Muko. Happy Mother's Day. Happy pre-Mother's Day. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. So happy pre-Mother's Day. How you guys doing? It's an amazing day today, and we are honored and privileged to see another day and another beautiful Saturday morning. And what's up, guys? Come on, invite your friends. We'll wait till I will build our audience and wait for the hot topic. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of you guys from our platform. We say Happy Mother's Day. God is indeed faithful, and we will be right back on in a jiffy. Okay.
It's Chai Keys on the beat.
Are y'all ready now? Skibidi bamba ha. Na 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 na. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Yeah yeah yeah. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Jehovah Obadu. Papa, you too good. Jehovah, you too good. Papa, you too kind. Miracle working God, give you all the praise, give you all the glory. You alone deserve it. You put my enemies under my feet. Because I have you, I face no defeat. Higher and higher, I give you the praise and I give you the honor because you're the king. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Yeah, you love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Oh, Babadu. Babadu. Papa, you too good. Jehovah, you too kind. See the things that you done for me. Papa, you too kind. Yeah.
Hey everybody, good morning again. We are back. Let us share our platform, share the live on our live broadcast. Honey, are you there? Good morning, honey bunch. Are you there?
I'm here.
Good morning. How are you? Oh my God. We're having some technical issues here. Let me send these things out to these ladies and then we'll come on. I don't know why it's behaving like this today.
I'm
Honey
here.
bunch, do you want me to send it to you the regular way?
Yeah, because I can't even
Okay. Just log out, guys. Just give us a couple of minutes. We'll be back.
It's Chai Keys on the beat.
Are y'all ready now? Skibidi bamba ha. Na 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 na. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Jehovah Obadu. Papa, you too good. Jehovah, you too good. Papa, you too kind. Miracle working God, give you all the praise, give you all the glory. You alone deserve it. You put my enemies under my feet. Because I have you, I face no defeat. Higher and higher, I give you the praise and I give you the honor because you're the king. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Yeah, you love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Oh, Babadu. Babadu. Papa, you too good.
Hey everybody, good morning, good morning, good morning. Honey bunch, good morning. Happy Mother's Day. You are muted. I'm not hearing you. You're muted. I can't hear you. You have to authorize your microphones. Hey everybody, good morning. How you doing? You okay now? Can you hear me? I'm not hearing you. Go back and come back. Hey everybody, good morning. Today is Happy Mother's Day. We have some hot topics. We want to honor all our mothers, but while we wait for the rest of the crew, let us congratulate all our graduates this month, May, June, July, and August. It's graduation season in the United States, and we are honored and privileged to have all these wonderful ladies, these little kids, our sons, our daughters. They are all graduating from high school and graduating from college and all of that. So we are to celebrate. We are to celebrate them because it's not an easy thing raising a child in this country, being a mother, raising a child, being a mother, going to
Can you
school.
hear me,
be-
Buku?
I can hear you, honey. Being a mother, raising children in this country, and they come as far as high school, graduating from high school and heading to college. It's a blessing and it's a privilege. It's a hard work. And I tell everybody, if you have a child that you are raising in this country and they go to high school, you are a mother and going to college, you need to tap yourself on the back and say, yes, I did a great job. Because it's not easy. It's not an easy thing raising a child or raising children in this country. So we want to say congratulations. I ask everybody, all our viewers, I ask you guys that if your children are graduating from high school, if your husband, your wife, your sister, send us the graduation card, send us their profile. We will honor them because I'm happy, and my cousin, Henrietta Page, though, graduated yesterday. She graduated from college. I never had the time to actually post, fix the flyer and post it, but definitely next weekend I will be posting all the other information that came in to my inbox. So I said to my cousin Henrietta Page Doe, I said congratulations. She went to school and she got her BSN in nursing. And not only did she get her BSN in nursing, she came high, her GPA. Honor, honor, honor. Shout out to you, little cousin. And I say congratulations to you as well. And then one of our big sister in the community, Sis Mayo Tutman, her daughter graduated from college as well and came out with her doctorate degree, medical doctor. Not just, she's a medical doctor. And I will get all these pictures together next week and I'll be able to post them as well. And then our sister Jojo, daughter, is graduating, and actually today is her prom, and she's graduating from high school and going to college. She already in college and doing college courses, and that's a blessing as well. So she will be going to college and she graduating. I think the graduation is on the 30th of this month, the 30th or 31st. When she comes on, she will do the correction. And today's her prom. And another person here that's graduating too is one of our viewer, Yasa Robert daughter, is graduating from high school as well and going to college. We say hat out to you guys, you mothers, parents out there. We say hat out to you. And I know how it feels to have a child graduating high school and going to college. And I said, sister, we need to, Pastor you can say, let us fix our sister's crown. We need to fix each other crown. We need to celebrate each other, be it good or bad. We need to celebrate and move with each other. That should be our purpose. And another person that's graduating again, we all know Amanda Tape. Amanda Tape is one of our sisters too, Liberian sister. She's graduating from med school again. She was already a RN, but then she's graduating again. She's getting her master's in nursing. So I believe master's in nursing is, I think BSN, right, Honey Bunch? Master's in nursing is
It's
BS.
MSN.
Yeah, yeah. So she had her BSN and then now she graduating with her master's as well on June 21st. Amanda will say hello to you, and I know everybody will say, oh, she's not posting her body picture. You don't worry, my body picture and her on the flyer gonna be coming soon. My sister Milfa, she's graduating to her doctorate degree as well, PhD. So my heart out to you. I'm proud of you. I'm honored to be a wife, have kids, and still go back to school. It's a blessing. And then I said to your spouse, bravo for supporting you guys as well. So, Honey Bunch, good morning, guys. I'm here. It's me, Honey, and we say welcome to the table talk, and I'll turn it to Honey. Why I see, why my sister not on yet. Honey, it's you. I'll be right.
Okay. Hi, everybody. What a beautiful day it is. We all trying to get our pages all up and running. Um, and just hopefully my other sisters can come and be engaged because we have a lot of interesting topic to talk about. How are you all this morning? I hope you are grateful because God has made this day, and we are to rejoice and be glad in it. So if you like, go ahead, like, comment, share the live. We're trying to, like I said, run it on all of our pages so we can engage all of our viewers and followers. Um, but all things we should give thanks, for that is the will of God, right? So we know that it's Saturday. Tomorrow is Mother's Day here in the United States of America. I know other countries, other part of the world, maybe they do share it, maybe not. But I want to wish a happy Mother's Day to all of you beautiful ladies out there, women of God. Yes. Muku, you can take over. Shh. How's JoJo? I can't hear you, Muku. You muted.
Okay, everybody, welcome. Please share the live broadcast with your friends and family. Let them know. A lot of people say, "Oh, you guys are too early for us. You guys are too early for us." But we're talking to 10 o'clock today. So we say, welcome everybody that viewing us. My cousin Zono Zilake and my friend Zono Lake from Liberia. Yeah, just say good morning so we know you guys are watching, so we can be able to recognize you. And my childhood sister Ella is watching all the way from Switzerland as well. And Sis Teresa, Becky Doe, we say you are welcome, guys. So just say good morning to us, who you are, where you viewing us from, your time zone as well. And you can share the share the live broadcast, invite your friends. We got some topic. Last week we were talking about parenting. We talk about step kids and all of that. So we're going to continue the topic, and then we're going to go into another topic on this platform. So join the train. Let's celebrate each other. And it's Mother's Day. I don't know, all the sisters just kind of quiet. What happened? Why your husband ain't get no your other weekend? And one of our sisters too, one of my daughters and sister, Masa Carter, she graduated yesterday as well from college. These guys are doing some amazing job in our community. Yeah. People say Liberian people ain't let go, but you're loud, not because we can't come all over the place and be talking about it. So honey, we last week we started a topic about one of our sisters who um who was arrested for domestic abuse or domestic violence. I'm sorry, guys. So we talk about our sister that was arrested for domestic abuse. That was Jojo. She entered into a studio. She said her one sitting there. Oh my God. Honey Bunch, can you call Jojo and show her how to work that stuff?
Uh, does
So
she have an iPhone? Does she have an? I think she's got an iPhone. We
I
call
have
her.
a, I have an Android. I can access it on Android. Call her on video, please. I can access it on Android. You can access on any phone. So we last week we were talking about our sister who was arrested for domestic abuse, for domestic violence, right? And we talk about her stepdaughter that we were told she finally in. Honey, she finally in.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Her but her video is off. She need to come. Okay, now she's on. So so we talk about our sister and we talk about domestic violence and domestic abuse. You know, if a child is in the marriage, your stepchild, I think the love should be shared equally. You need to share the love equally, you know, the two kids. And we talk about it. And somebody, we have a couple of videos. Usually now I delete the videos because we have a lot. We have people who talk about Moyu was dating this guy and this guy's daughter died in her care from domestic abuse, and people say how people go to medicine man, stuff like that. So, you know, we talk about it, and now it's Mother's Day. So it's Mother's Day. Before we go back into the topic, your favorite girl is here. Let her come in. Jojo.
How you guys doing? Sorry, y'all know this whole thing is giving me problem. I'm telling you, there's Moko
Technology.
and Honey Bun trying to put me in the technology thing. It is not easy, okay? I went into the studio, but I was in my own little studio.
So guys,
To be on one song.
we're upgrading. We are upgrading. We got something juicy in stock. So everybody got to enter the studio by themselves. We don't have to invite. So Jojo been on it all morning. I don't know. I sitting down here by myself. So, but anyway,
I
she's
entered the
on.
studio, but when I went in the studio, so something wrong, touch something else. So it's okay.
Yes. So it's Mother's Day. We say Happy Mother's Day here to all the wonderful mothers around the world. We
Yeah.
celebrate you today from our platform to your homes. We say you are celebrated. And when I talk about mothers, we mean mothers. When we say baby mama, oh, when we say children, man, I can take the children to the babysitter and drop them there for 1 week to go work 16 hours. We're talking about mother like Jojo. She to basketball season. She to football season. Jojo, please turn your camera around. She
I
to
know I'm
soccer game.
trying, man.
She to soccer game during soccer season. And we talking about mothers that will look at the children and say, what is wrong with you? What happened? You know, are you okay? We're not looking at mother, oh, careful, yeah, man, oh, like, no more thing, you know. Sometimes we get fed up with them, but we're talking about mothers. Mothers. So, honey, Bunch and Jojo, I say happy Mother's Day
I
to
don't know
you.
what wrong, what going on with my stuff.
Happy
I
Mother's
say
Day,
your light.
Jojo.
We can't
Happy
even see
Mother's
you
Day,
clear. Pour
Jojo.
light. We say happy
I
Mother's
tried to
Day.
turn it around.
Okay, you okay
Hmm.
now? You okay now? So we say happy Mother's Day to you. I say happy Mother's Day to you both,
Happy Mother's
wonderful
Day.
women. And I know you guys are amazing mothers. I know that because I know how you take care of your children. You understand? So happy Mother's Day to all of us. We are amazing, you know. So you guys
Yes.
can
And
extend.
happy Mother's Day to you too, Muku, Honey Buns.
Mm.
Happy Mother's Day
Happy
to all
Mother.
our mothers on here.
Yes.
Mhm.
Happy Mother's
And
Day,
even our
sisters.
own mothers who are alive, mommy,
Yes.
we say happy Mother's Day to you. To
Yes.
you, you guys raise us well. We are
Mm-hmm.
here. We know we made mistakes. We know we annoy you, but we have rectified our
Oh, yes.
mistakes and
Yeah.
whatever that you guys have taught us. We remember you telling us, hey, the thing I'm showing you, the time will come you will be woman for yourself. Oh. We hear
Yes.
it today. We see it today.
We see it for ourselves.
And whatever you guys taught us is being implemented. So we love
Amen.
you guys. So Basa Mayu, we say happy Mother's Day to you, our darling. You know, happy Mother's Day to you as well. And welcome everybody, share the live. And then we will dive into our conversation. Guys, share the
Yep.
live. So now let us talk. If you see the topic up there, we said that let me put it up here. We What did we say here? We say religious religious leaders, if you see down here, we say religious leaders are, I gotta wait for it to come back, right? Religious leaders are abusing their wives uncovered, and it is leading them to their death. Will you stay in the marriage, or will you expose the pastor, or will you walk away from the marriage? So this is the question. Your husband is a pastor, but he's abusive to you, both what, physically, mentally, verbally. What will you do? So we like to come with evidence and article. I love social media. We are always on social media because we want to get facts. So that's why when some story comes out, I go looking for it. When we see it, we know there's facts in it, and we talk about it. So this is not a Liberian or not an African. It's an American pastor. But I'll tell you, we have some African pastors who are abusive to his wife. Let's talk about the lady in Nigeria that died, the musician. Her husband was very abusive to her physically, and she ended up dying from previous wounds and stuff like that. So let's watch this video and we'll be back.
Breaking news. This pastor's wife, Micah Miller, was found deceased in the woods last Saturday from an apparent gunshot wound to the head. He told his whole congregation that she had done it to herself. Her family does not believe this is true. Her sister has made a Facebook account. This is what she had to say.
I'm sure you guys are aware that we have not been getting sleep. We have not had time to grieve because we've been seeking justice. And my mom found out about Micah passing away. That's the first thing I said to her. She said, I'm getting on a plane. I'm trying to get money and fly out there to see you. I don't know if I'm driving, if I'm flying, but I'm coming. And I said, Mom, don't come here if you're ready to grieve, because we're not there yet. We're still in the stage of fighting. We are still fighting for Micah. We are still fighting for answers. And we are still fighting to make sure that what she started is finished.
Now, there is a whole lot more going on to this story, and I have been digging into it for the last couple days. I'm going to share everything I've found out in the next few videos, so make sure you have follow.
Yeah.
They just released Micah Miller's 911 call before she took her life, and I'm going to play it for you guys, but trigger warning, it is very hard to listen to. I mean, you can hear it in her voice.
Robeson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
At National Park.
What's the phone number you're calling me from?
843.
Where's the park located at?
In Bear Bluff.
Let's see.
I have my location on, I think, on my phone. Find My Phone is on. I just did my location.
Okay, I'm showing, hold on one second. Are you at the Lumber River State Park?
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Tell me what's happened.
I'm about to self, and I just want my family to know where to find me.
Okay, ma'am. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
So apparently he put his wife over there, right? So let's hear from the wife. Then we can dive into this.
Breaking news. The death of Michael Miller has a lot of mystery surrounding it right now. In this video that she had posted to her Facebook account, it does sound like she's insinuating that her husband, Pastor John Paul Miller, abused her. Take a listen.
So today my heart's a little heavy. I've had a lot of women that have reached out to me about situations of abuse. And I just want to tell you what a lot of people have told me lately, just because of my situation. But you are the bride of Christ. Before anybody else's bride, male or female, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Abuse is abuse. So you don't have to stay in a abusive relationship, whether that's sexual, whether that's somebody forcing you to take illegal drugs, or alcohol abuse, or physical abuse, psychological abuse, making you think that this is all your fault. So I want to remind you, like a bunch of people have been reminding me lately, that I'm God's bride first. What do you think your heavenly spouse does when you're the bride of Christ and he sees his bride going through abuse and hurt? What do you think he thinks about that? So, encouragement in all this is, you are the bride of Christ first, before anybody else's. And he's got you. And he sees you. And he loves you.
Now, there is a whole lot more going on to this story, and I have been digging into it for the last couple days. I'm going to share everything I found out in the next few videos, so make sure you have follow.
My. So let us talk, and then we will listen, or we should listen to the pastor, what he told his congregation. Then we can know and, put everything together. So let's listen to the pastor here.
Breaking news, this pastor, John Paul Miller, led a whole church service on a Sunday before letting his congregation know that his beautiful wife, Micah, was no longer with them. She had died the day before. He had just found out. And he literally carried on with a whole service before sharing this message.
We're not going to do an altar call today. Instead, I'm going to have you stand up, and I'm going to make an announcement. And after the announcement, I'm going to ask that you leave church quietly and don't talk about the announcement here in the building, please, if you can. So y'all can stand to your feet. Before I make the announcement, I also want to say that my request to you is that you will continue to come to church and serve and give for the next little bit, because I don't want to I'm taking a little bit of a break, and I don't want to have to worry about the church. My break may be a few days, a few weeks, I don't know. I got a call late last night. My wife has passed away. And yeah. It was self-induced, and it was up in North Carolina. And we're going to have a funeral for her next Sunday here at 3 p.m. And so it's all I can, I'm just kind of going on adrenaline right now. So y'all pray for me and my kids and everybody. And y'all knew that she wasn't well mentally, and that she needed her medicine that was hard to get to her. And so I'm sure there'll be more details to come. But just keep our family in your prayers. And I'm going to let Pastor Randall, my bishop, he can pray. I'll give him a microphone. He'll pray out. And if you have anything you want to share as well, I appreciate it.
Come on, let's pray.
Now, there is a whole lot more going on to this story, and I have been digging into it for the last couple days. I'm going to share everything I found out in the next few videos, so make sure you have follow.
So look at that man pretending after he has killed his wife, took her in the woods and let her die there. Then he lied to his congregation and saying his wife was on drugs, so she had to go to North Carolina. That's if you watch the whole video. His wife was on drugs. She had to go to North Carolina for treatment, rehab, and she went and overdosed herself and died. But not knowing this lady had called 911 from the walls to tell the people that she's there and she want her family to know. So what's your story? What's your take on this? Every day we come and say abuse. Do not stay into a marriage. It don't matter if you pastor. Look at a pastor. You sit and preach to your congregation. You got what I'm saying? People will sit, Christians will sit and only emphasize on faithfulness in marriage, which is adultery. Or you can't divorce your husband unless you're going through adultery. Or you can't divorce your wife. The only ground to divorce is adultery. But because of that, will you stay in this kind of marriage and die? Oh yeah? Make you speak more. I turn it to you. Everybody, please share the live. Say good morning to us. Tell us your view and where you're viewing us from. We just want you to comment so we can recognize you. Earlier today, we congratulated all the graduates that graduated from high school and colleges. And later on again, we'll post the pictures and the video, and we'll congratulating our mothers, our sisters who are graduating, and their spouse are supporting them as well. We give it up to their spouse as well. So we'll show you. So what your take on this story here, man? They abusing, we've been talking about a long time. What you say?
That's the thing about our society today, we put a lot of trust and hope in our religious leader. It just doesn't have to be specific, or just focus on a pastor. It could be any religious leader that, different religions, they want to put at a high esteem, and a higher esteem above God. That's the pathetic part, because they make these men and women of God, of religion, feel like, they'd have to be in their good grace, to have their salvation, to go through, to God. And we know that Jesus Christ says, I am the only way to the Father. No man cometh to the Father except through me. So when you look at a lot of things that going on, you see a lot of, most of the time, religious leaders, they even put people into cultism, where they're telling people to do certain things with their bodies. They abuse their wives, they abuse their children, they abuse other people's children. Look at, like, the Catholic people, how they um molested a lot of young children, and and all of that stuff. But the thing here is, it's just sad that, we will make these people feel like they are flawless, that they are without any sin, when we know God says no man is without sin.
So it don't even have to be a pastor. I would say this, those days our parents or our mothers used to hide every secret, and then we watch them, and as we grow up, people think that by you not seeing things about what happening in your marriage, then you're keeping your marriage safe. It's good for you to keep secretive things in your marriage, things about you and your husband, your family. No one got to know what happening in your home. But when it comes to abuse, there's no reason why a woman should hide a man abuse. And that's the reason why a lot of men continue to abuse women back, and back and back. Because nobody want to say, oh, look at her again. She in a relationship, she talking about that man again, she talking about this. But if you have a man and he abusing you, whether it's physically, emotionally, or whatever, you need to speak it out. That is not a marital secret. It is not, absolutely not. Whether it's the woman or the man, and we need to speak out. That's why men continue to do this. You have some mothers in the house, and they even know that the men molest their daughter, and they still keeping it a secret. So women, when your husband slap you, that's not a secret. That's abuse. Why people keeping this kind of stuff? And when some women come out to talk, they got ladies here that bash their friends. Or that's what your husband supposed to talk. That is she talking around. That man and that woman will split, and then she will go around. And then he will go again to the next person. Women keep hiding men secrets. It is about time for it to end. Yeah, if a pastor can do that, imagine a pastor, the one that preached the word of God. That's almost like the disciples that were with Jesus. You understand? So abuse is not a secret. When you're in a marriage, my sisters, my brothers, when you're in a marriage and someone is hitting on you or doing things emotionally, it is abuse. You need to speak out. That is not a secret about marriage. It happens so much. I know of a lot of women now that abuse, that their husband, their boyfriends, their partners are abusing them, but they want to stay in that marriage, and they just shut up. And tomorrow when he's ready, he will walk away. And then he's going to do it to the next woman. So we need to speak out and stop the kind of thing. Once we expose these guys, there will be, not that they can't do it again, but it will be very careful. And the other woman will be very careful, knowing that she already know he's abusive, and he knows that everyone know he is abusive. So he will be very, very careful the way he will treat this woman. So we need to stop. We are in another century now. We need to turn it around. We can be acting like our great-great-grandparents over there that kept that kind of secrets. It's really, really bad.
And but the thing about it, let me speak here, because of it's vice versa. There are women that abuse men physically,
yeah,
emotionally, verbally. Women do that to men. I know women, like, if their husband, they're having dispute, or maybe they disagree about something, or she mad, you just get out and slap the man, just take something. And that's when you see some men For men on, I don't think they can do that. They don't take it. That's why sometimes you see men leaving and say, I don't want no aggressive woman. You got what I'm saying? I don't want no
Yep.
aggressive woman. But a lot of times too, we women, we abusing the men. Sometimes we come and we play victim as well. We play
Yep.
victim. But you see, a lot of times men do not stay in those relationships. They will walk away and they will tell people, they don't hide it. So while women, if you're being abused, why you should hide this? When we talk about secret in marriages, there are different things you talk about. You got what I'm saying? You can say, okay,
Mhm.
you can talk about, oh, your husband did something, but a couple of things that you do not keep from, you do not hide in a marriage. If your husband abuses your child sexually, you understand? Even if your husband, because sometimes we got children, they are stepchildren, and there are some father who just stupid. And we'll talk about that father abusing the children sexually. I got a video on that too. But this guy was the first. And I had a situation where somebody I know personally did this to his daughter. Till now, that little girl despised men. She ended up being a lesbian. You got what I'm saying? They got men who are sick like that. So if your husband is abusing your kids sexually, even physically, where he hurting, not just spanking, the law say you can spank your child, but not to abuse the child, and you're trying to save marriage and think, oh, that's the stepchild and this man abusing his child. Like we talk about stepchildren and the law of being equal. You cannot hide those things. And you are being abused in your marriage. You cannot hide it. That's why you see the country we live in, Jojo. Have you gone to the hospital and you fill a form and then people ask you, are you being abused? Are you afraid of your life? That's anybody you're afraid of, because they want to save you. Because a lot of people, we are living behind a mask. Or what will people say? I'm married. What will my family say? What will my pastor say? No. If you die, what will your pastor say? If you perish tomorrow, who will take care of your children? You got what I'm saying? So abuse, you need to step out of it. Look at this man. Your wife, you kill your wife, you put her in the woods, you left her there to die. Then you go to church and tell people, lie to the people after they have not seen your wife. You say you send your wife in North Carolina to her parents for rehab. Make it look like the woman on drugs. She mad.
Wow.
It's a why for real. The word is crazy. The word is crazy.
And in order for the war to get better, we have to speak about it. Like you, Moko, like you were saying, Jessa, you said, in relationship, one of the things you have to say, look, abuse is abuse. Those little things lead to a bigger one. When someone starts those little things, you got to talk about it. It is not a secret. Okay, you and someone having misunderstanding, arguing, it's a whole nother thing. That's different. But we know what abuse is. It's never okay for a woman or a man to slap another person. That's totally wrong. Some men think, okay, if the woman do something, let me beat the woman. No, she's a grown up. That's why you ask her, can I marry you? And a woman, you can be mad and you think you're too much for yourself, and your husband says something and you slap your husband. That's wrong. I have never ever done that before. And then your character will go that way because we wanted to be behind you. When you someone like that who always slapping a man, let them know that that lady is a man beater. So the next man who love you will watch out for the sign and see if you have changed. So the next time if you slap me, you will say, oh, the woman ain't changed, let me walk away. Few years ago, I never knew there was news coming up that I heard some rumors that, oh, my ex-husband said, I'm very abusive. When I get mad, I can be slapping and hitting him. Some friends heard it. They were laughing. Even some of my ex heard it. They called me. They were laughing like, and I couldn't even believe it. And then when I asked him, he will always say I lied, but the news was going around, So people will bring up stuff like that. So if someone says something like that about your friend, you want to go and ask your friend. That shouldn't be a secret, because I know some people heard that about me, but I have never ever hit a man before. That is not in me. That is not me. But when people heard that, I think some people were looking at me bad. But there's some friends that know me that heard it, but said, no, that girl is nothing like that. So those are things sometimes when you hear stuff like that, you want to talk about it. We want to put that person out. That person is she's a man beater. He's a woman beater. Let's figure out what is it. So that is it doesn't mean the person can get into another relationship. They can get into another relationship, but the next person will watch out for that sign to see if the person had changed.
And let me just say something. Any sex will do what the other sex allow in the relationship. And when someone is abusive, there are signs from the beginning of in the relationship, like in the dating phase. Now, some people will say, "Oh, you know what? When I marry her, she would change, or when I marry him, he's going to change." An abuser is a mental thing. Okay, it starts from your mind. It also starts from your environment, what you see when you were growing up as a child. And as a social worker, because I graduated with my master's in social work, so these are the things that I learned. We can all sit here and say, okay, if you're abused, you can run away. It's not that simple like you think. Or you can report it to someone. It is not that simple as we think. Like people like Muku, myself, and Jojo, we will be the women that be like, okay, we will challenge, we will go out there, we will say something, we will not be afraid. But think about that person that have been suppressed for so many years, have been abused, that even that abuse has gone out as a threat, that the day you tell someone you are going to die, I will kill you, I will kill all of your children, I will even go and kill your family. So there it is. That victim is living in fear. That victim is living in fear and enduring all of that abuse, all because she's afraid or he's afraid. I'll say most of the time it's she, because when it comes to the statistics on abuse, women are the highest abuse sexes in the world. So I would say her, right? So she will be afraid to speak up. But I'm here to tell you, if you are smart, if you put God in it, you will be able to get out of that abuse. And the thing about it is, I'm a mandated reporter. Healthcare workers are mandated reporters. So when we see these things, we don't even need to ask you about them. We can just see the signs and call, maybe the social work in that clinic, or maybe call 911, say, well, there's something not right about this couple. We see that every time this woman goes to say something, their man's take over. He's the one always talking over her. Those are signs of abuse. That when anybody who is abused come within a healthcare practice, and you're able to identify the symptoms of abuse, you will be able to save that person. You will, and it's happened before in my career as a medical assistant. It has happened even as a social worker, like, practicing, as a mental health practitioner. It has happened. I've had to call 911 saying that, okay, my client just told me her boyfriend, and it does not have to be physical, it can be sexual. It can be sexual abuse as well, because women go through a lot of stuff. Men will subject you to any form of abuse, but if you feel like it's the norm, you are going to steer. Sometimes people are just afraid to speak up, and this lady, but that day I thank God that she confided in me. Like she told me, she said, Belinda, you the older person, says, everybody that has come here, I feel that connection to you. I feel like you are the person I can talk to. I said, yeah, tell me anything. And that fateful day I went there, I'm like, what's going on? Because when you know your clients, you will be able to see that something is just not right. And I told her, I said, what's going on? And this was the time I was just in my internship, like my practicum, trying, the last phase before I graduated as a social worker. And I'm like, what's going on? She said, I said, no, there is something wrong. Let's talk about it. I'm here. Think of me as your friend. I'm also the person that wants to make sure your well-being is good. Confide in me. What we say here is going to be confidential, except when it has to do with your life. Then I have to report it. And then she said, yeah, you know, I didn't know all of this was happening. I went and he slept over and I went in his phone and I saw he has videos of me to where I was sleeping. And, you know, she takes a sleeping pill, like a really strong sleep aid. Okay. And that was when, while that lady was asleep, he was there abusing her, taking videos of her, posting her anyway and having intercourse with her, doing all kinds of things, whether from back, whatever. And oh my God, that broke her. And think about all the other mental illnesses she was battling. That broke her. And I said, you know what? I have to report this. And I called 911. In fact, I called the Minnesota adult, you know, abuse, you know, vulnerable adults. And I reported, I made that complaint. We called 911. And, you know, it took forever, but they finally came. And it took that report and all of that stuff. But guess what? Because I had left, I had graduated. It was one day that I was thinking, I said, she just came to my spirit. I'm like, I hope she's okay. I'm like, I want to reach out to her, but, you know, once you are done, you can't, you know, go back unless you start to work with them again. And she just came in my spirit. And then I got this faithful call one day. And I'm like, yes, is this Belinda Boyce? I'm like, yes, this is she. This is this investigator with Hennepin County. I'm like, huh? Investigator? You know, I said, what's going on? So he called her name. I said, yes, you know, I was an intern and I worked with her and stuff. And he said, well, I know you had submitted a report. Did anything happen? I guess the state, you know, they left it over to the police because they were doing the investigation and all of that stuff. And it went into court. He said, well, we have decided to take the case, but we know that you are her witness. Because I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, I can testify, right? And I said, well, is she okay? Is she okay? Oh my God, I want to cry. I said, is she okay? He said, unfortunately, she took her own life. I'm like, what? I cried. I'm like, what?
She got to take her life.
Oh my God, she felt like nobody was there. And I felt like after I left her, she couldn't confide in nobody like how she confided in me. She said, Belinda, you leaving. How will I talk to anyone? I only feel comfortable talking. I'm like, it's okay. You will find someone who's going to come and, oh my God, we got to be very careful though. We got to learn our family members, everyone, and be able to help them. Because let me tell you, abuse leads to mental illness. Mental illness leads to suicide ideation, and we're going to lose our loved ones.
You know, Muku, did she on the court? I don't know. I didn't watch that stuff, but did she tell the people who took her there? Because it almost seemed like she was there, but she don't even want to say her husband took her there. She still want to I feel like she still wanted to hide his name.
Let me see if I can find the video again and play, okay?
They just released Micah Miller's 911 call before she took her life, and I'm going to play it for you guys, but trigger warning, it is very hard to listen to. I mean, you can hear it in her voice.
Robeson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
At National Park.
What's the phone number you're calling me from?
843.
Where's the park located at?
In Bear Bluff.
Let's see.
I have my location on, I think, on my phone. Find My Phone is on. I just did my my location.
Okay, I'm showing, hold on one second. Yeah, the Lumber River State Park?
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Tell me what's happened.
I'm about to self, and I just want my family to know where to find me.
Okay, ma'am. listen to what I'm saying, okay? Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
There it is, Jojo. Unmute yourself. That's it. That's the video. So I don't know. She didn't call his name. She just
Yeah,
said I
that's what
want
I'm
a
saying.
family. I think she was afraid. I think she's trying. She was
Afraid of,
trying to. She was trying
she
to
tried to just
protect him.
to keep this man record. Even though he put her somewhere where she probably might die, people might not know where she is because she rather wanted her people to find her, or for them to know. But she don't even want to say, "My husband brought me here." I mean,
She
even
was protecting.
it
She was protecting
yes,
him. And that's the thing about
yes.
our victims of abuse. They will protect that abuser. Why? Because he probably told her, if you say anything, I will kill your whole family. I will kill you. Let me tell you something. There are psychopaths in this world that they will use their mental illnesses to bring others down with them. And that's where we have to be very careful as women.
I just want my family to know I'm here, but she can't even say who took her there. Wow.
Because she's protecting him. That's it.
Yeah.
And like Honey said, but I think the whole thing about abuse, people who abuse women is mental.
It's
Mental. It's mental. Because what were you like? I watched a African movie where even if his girlfriend gave him food and you don't like how she put it on the table, he will flog her. So he could not get a relationship. Everybody in the community knew he was abusive. You understand? So I think people who abuse women, I think they have to go through counseling and stuff like that. Sometimes it's I think sometimes they probably went through hurts. You understand? Or they were abused, growing up or in their life and they're trying to revenge. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, like you're saying, I know, when our children do something, we must spank them, to discipline them. But when I picture the whole thing that a man and a woman together, and this man or woman just slap that partner, beat on that partner, then the next minute you kissing on that person, making love. I don't know how that works. I don't know how you put it in your mind.
They have a control over that person. That it's also a mental abuse. It's also
You got to
psychological
have a mental,
abuse.
You just cannot be okay. Not just like.
Look, let me tell you something. And when you look at most women of abuse victims, they feel like they cannot do any better than the abuser. That means that they cannot find no other man that will love them as these abusers around here. And that's how you see a lot of, my husband loves me. Oh no, he didn't mean to do it. It was just an accident. You will hear a lot of those things. A lot of excuses are going to be made from abused wife or woman.
And that's true. I think because they are threatened. I think because a lot of times when they are being abused, they tell them like, if you tell anybody, I will do this, I will do that, I will kill your mom, I will kill your whole generation. People say that, people do that to put fear in you. So I see a lot of times the reason why people do not report abuse. I think that's some of the reason why they don't report abuse. I think so. I think that's one of the reasons why they do not report it, because they are threatened.
It's sad. It is sad.
I'm trying to put for us to go to the other side. I'm trying to put a video up here. Okay. I'm trying to put a video up here so we can bring it up and stuff like that. So as soon as it loads, and I will have to call it. So yes, honey, like you were saying, sometimes a lot of times abuse is from from being abused or from your child or what you see. And I would say it, if any man ever raise his hands on me once, you will not even have the opportunity to raise it twice. You will not. You will not, because one thing, if you say, I'm your wife, I'm your fiance, I'm your girlfriend, you will have to protect what you have, because I am your precious gift. And once you got me as a precious gift, you have to be able to protect me, not to abuse me, not to bruise me. But it's amazing that you see a lot of women still stay in that abusive marriage or relationship for what?
And
What?
let me just answer that question, Muku, because as I'm reading this article, it says, why don't women leave abusive relationships?
Mhm.
One is because of danger and fear. Two is because they are isolated from the rest of their family members. Three, shame, embarrassment, or denial. They feel like they
Mhm.
cannot do better. People will laugh at them. Their family will talk the
Mhm.
worst about them.
Yeah.
Trauma and low confidence, low
Mhm.
self confidence, and practical reasons. You also, so these are things that when you see women are just stuck in an abusive relationship, you have to help them. It's a extra help, extra mile that you have to go to get these people to mentally say, you know what, he does not love me because he hates me. He does not love me because he punches me. He does not love me because he kicks me. He does not love me because he abuses me and my children. And get out. Get help. You can call the national hotline. You can call 911, and at least someone will be saved.
But honey, let's do this. This situation where you are not in the US and you're being abused. Like, let's talk about our nation, from where we come from, right? I know and have seen a husband abusing his wife physically, or maybe a husband and the wife into a physical battle, right? And you see people standing by and saying they equal, no parting. And they cannot even go and protect this woman, or to say, oh, don't do that, this is wrong. And they stand there and watch people abuse people.
Mhm.
Sometimes they will even join them. Look at this little kid that was murdered in Liberia. When one person went to attack him, this whole thing was political or something, doing it, I don't know what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody else went there and started to beat him. Let's talk about the rogues that go to the market to steal, a pickpocket, is called it. By the time you say roar, 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 what happened? Everybody run behind you to beat you.
Mhm.
You got what I'm saying? So in that instant now, like when I went to Liberia, Jojo and Honey, when I had to talk to the kids about molestation, abuse, rape, and stuff like that. When I had to talk to these kids, 99% of those children never knew what abuse was. They don't even they did not even know. They didn't know. They can me recall me here today. They don't even know what sexual harassment is. When I started to tell them about sexual harassment, people, oh, look at you, you got butts. Oh, you doing this, you shake their hand, you know that nonsense men do. Then they put a finger in your hand. When you shake their hand, they put a finger in the middle of your finger, and oh, look at you, you breast growing and stuff. The kids came to me and said, Auntie, this person can do it. Auntie, this person did this to me. They say, if I tell my money, will kill me. You got what I'm saying? There are people in Liberia. Let me talk about Liberia, Africa at large. They do not even know what abuse, sexual abuse, mental, whatever was all about. I said this on our platform all the time. When I was growing up in Liberia, my dad was the president for the for the Nigerian community in Liberia, right? He was the president. So they always had meeting like every Sunday. So when they are going to the meeting, all the Nigerians, it didn't matter if you are Awusa, you are Yoruba, you are Igbo. But when they're having a meeting, they would take us. She would tell you, we all used to go where young, our parents would take us. They would cook the eba, the ogusi, the whatever. They would afan soup and they would bring no food. They would sit down, everybody eating. There's one uncle will always wait for little pretty black Oluma. Long hair. He would come, he would just grab me for my dad. He would put, oh, come on, Oluma. I was maybe about 6, 7, or 8 years old. That man would put me on his lap. I'm telling you, while my parents, my father, they in the living room and having the meetings and stuff like that. He gave me candy. I sucking a lollipop. I'm sitting on a man lap. I'm just feeding this hard thing. and he would just be doing like this. I'm telling you, I didn't know, because it's not like the US where when you in the school from first
It
grade,
would
second
teach
grade,
you.
preschool, they
Yeah.
will start to teach you about
Yep.
abuse. If this one happened, call 911.
Yeah.
Nobody teaches us about that. Even in the school, we are abused by our teachers.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying? They whip us in school because maybe we can get a syllables or a sentence right. They beat us in school. So who will teach you about abuse? Not till when I came here. I had an uncle when my mom, I was having this conversation with one of my sister a couple of days ago. I had an uncle, I had an auntie when my mom left me and came to this country. I was so young. Every time I think about it, I get so upset. Till
Yeah.
one time I met that man, I told him, I said, if I had my way, I would choke you to death.
Wow.
If that man just tell me wash the dishes and I'm standing there and take it for long, he would slap the hell out of me. My ear, I remember one time that man hit me, and when I say hit, this man is a very huge man, and I'm so or how to call it right now, to just call his name. That's how I feel. I just want to call his name and just put his whole profile on Facebook sometimes, because this man abused me in Liberia. I was young. When I sweeping and I sweep right when I finish, he would kick me. I mean, the man would abuse me, and my auntie would stay there, sit there, and don't say nothing to him.
And
Then
that's the
after
thing.
the abuse and the movement, when I'm sitting in my body, I think, don't worry, yeah, you're okay, sorry. So what happened in that instant? What happened in that case? What do you do?
Yeah. Nowhere to run to, no one to talk to, because
the same people, when you be abused, they say, like, even you beating your child in the midst, you say flocky, frisky, flocky. That Liberian behavior.
yeah.
So what do we do? It's so sad. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. Very, very sad.
You muted, Jojo. You muted.
Go ahead, Jojo.
She's muted.
Why is she muted? Jojo.
Yeah,
can
you
hear-
did? You can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Who mute me?
No, when you're playing a video and a move, you have to unmute.
So
When
you
move
guys
the
can hear me
video.
now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, even with this social media thing we're doing now these days, especially when you come out and you put your relationship on social media, everyone looking at you guys and everyone looking and see how the relationship will go. Let me tell you, because of some of this social media relationship, there are people who highly abuse, because you and the kaki on social media, every one of you came out, y'all say y'all were the bomb couple, and now things not going well, so now you have to keep it. Keep the butt of that person. Even when they're abusing you, you come here on social media faking it, because you don't want people to know. You want social media, the people that are watching you, to feel like the thing is still going good. So even with the social media are lying and making some people to even keep abuse, because they think that they brought that relationship on social media. People were talking and say, oh, my man, we cool with it. Then later on, the man or the woman turned out to not be the good person. So you're keeping it now because you still want the people on social media to feel like things are still right. So I know some of the people that, that I know on the social media that have to keep the kind of things because they still want to make it look good when they are suffering at home. When they know that our marriage is not even a marriage anymore. So we need to cut it off. You got to live for you. It don't matter how other people feel, how people think. You got to love yourself. Don't wait. Look at our lady. Even though she knows she could die in that place, she just want her people to know where she was. She couldn't even call her husband name, because she want to protect him, because he's a pastor. You can hear the fear in her voice. You can know that man have been doing a lot of things to that lady. So we rather got to snap up, man, especially the world we live in now. Come on.
So Maddie's saying here that usually they don't want to get out because they feel the man will change. If the man changed the first time, he will change the second time. Mother said, thank goodness nobody abused me because their whole profile was going to be on Facebook.
I know, right?
I
Oh
know,
my
right?
God.
You're right. One day I will see, one day I will be so threatened, I will put that whole thing. I don't care how my auntie would feel. I don't care because she never protected me. She never protected me at all. She did not.
And you
Let
know,
me tell you.
Coco,
Mhm.
that's the thing for that goes for a lot of African little girls. Every country in the continent of Africa have gone through, and it's not strangers. That's the sad thing. It is about the people
Yes.
who are surrounding you, your own family members, the people
Yep.
that are closer to your parents. Those are the people that will inflict that trauma in your life because it's a trauma. And look at you, you are an adult. You still remember as what, as a child, what
Yup.
happened to you.
Mhm.
That stuff never goes away. It affects you psychologically. And but the thing about it is, even when we go through that, we do not want to seek professional help. We have to, because there's a
Mhm.
way that you will have that trauma informed therapy, that cognitive behavioral therapy that is going to help, kind of like get your thought process or your thinking process to get to be where it's going to make you be better in your own life. Because when you keep reliving your trauma, it's going to affect you. It even going to affect your own children. So
Yeah,
that's
and
the
then
awareness we have to bring to our, especially Liberian community.
when I came to the States, I told my mom. My mom was pissed. My mom was so pissed. She got mad at her sister. Just imagine I came here or I thought my mom was pissed. My sister watching me from Switzerland, from Europe. Chineye, that was my oldest sister, my daddy, second child. That's my older sister. You're welcome her. But anyway, so when I told my mom hated that man to the point that when his daughter died and we went for the burial in the church, my mom had to give her speech. After my mom got done with her speech, my mom turned around to that man right in the church, right on the pulpit, say, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. She was going,
Wow.
she hate him so bad. My mom kept telling him, I hate you so bad. I hate you. We had to tell mommy, leave it. You know? It is sad because you know why my mom live in America. She know what abuse is.
Mm-hmm.
She know what abuse is. You know, so that's the situation here. So guys, let's talk about this other trending topic, and then we start at 10, 11. We'll be leaving by 12. We got 22 minutes. We'll just gist on it because next week we'll have some, interviews going on and stuff like that. So let's talk about our favorite Nollywood actress, Nancy Mercy Johnson. So Mercy Johnson is being accused in Nollywood by her peers, her colleagues, saying that she's a witch. She took how what they say? You took my luck, yeah. Like people can say, you take my luck and you suppress me, you do this. The people say, I want Nollywood. One of their Nollywood actress said that Mercy Johnson is a witch and she suppressed her
Is
and
it
took her.
true? Mercy Johnson, people, they chook that woman too much.
You want to be an achiever, but you're not ready to put in.
Dear prophets, stop using me to catch cruise. If you don't learn your prophecy.
Yvonne Jagede reveals the truth about her colleague.
I'm going to expose Mercy Johnson. I'm going to expose her. I'm going to expose the whole truth about this thing happening right now. Let me tell you something. People will not tell you that.
Is it true?
Mercy Johnson, people, they chook that woman too much. Because Mercy Johnson is so talented that the talent in Mercy Johnson.
No, you don't hear. They said in the winch where in the block people.
Good day, you ask me a question. At the talk, you say, no, you're not here like the answer. The person they talk, I will come and talk. Make a send message to the original Nollywood star who they carry for what? Now Mercy Johnson now. That girl don't suffer. That girl don't suffer.
But they said she be witch.
She never be witch. Mercy Johnson is the best Nollywood actor. I did there. I did watch that woman, that actress, sorry. The best Nollywood actress. I did watch her back. See, make I tell you something. They are jealous of that lady. I said the acting in Mercy Johnson. If Mercy say go bring all those acting out, no celebrity female actress will get roped.
Oh man.
You want to be an achiever, but you're not ready to put in the work. And if someone puts in the work and gets there, oh no, they didn't get there by hard work. They must have gotten it by these means because you were unable to achieve what they did. So it's the mentality of us that kills us.
So that's Genevieve responding to that. So everybody say, Mercy Johnson is a witch. Even Angela, I don't know if you guys know Angela, right? Mercy Johnson is a witch, and she took her luck. And
dear prophet, stop using me to catch cruise. If you don't learn your prophecy work where, go learn and where. Now you be my mama. Now you bought me. Were you in the labor room? Did they brought me out from my mother's womb? You should have mercy on yourselves and on your souls. Let it not be decomposed like other people's own. Know the kind of things you say. Don't just come out and open your mouth, wow, because you're a blogger. I will not die, yo. I will live to take care of my son and lots of my children that are coming. Because one is already there. Yes, so I claim it. God, from my mouth to your ears, I want twins, triplets. I will not die. I will never die, Pastor. Dear prophet, not die, yo. I'll be alive to even say more things when the need comes. If the need arises, I say it. Please, let us all be guided. There is no darkness hovering around me from my mother's side. Okay? Nothing is wrong with me. I am fine. I'm very happy. You understand me? Please, nothing is wrong with me. What is wrong with you guys? Understand the difference. When someone says the truth, you are becoming sick. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. You're fine now, God.
So that was that prophet from Ghana was talking about, because they have been accusing Mercy Johnson of being a witch. So he's defending that Mercy is just a talented woman and she's not a witch and stuff like that. So what you guys think about it? Let's listen to this other guy. I couldn't find an original video with the girl that said it first, and then let's just listen and we'll just get a gist and get out of here, and then next week we will continue the talk.
I'm going to expose Mercy Johnson. I'm going to expose her. I'm going to expose the whole truth about this thing happening right now. Let me tell you something. People will not tell you this. I am one of the person who will not cook up a story because of any reason. One, I have integrity. Let me tell you this truth. When Mercy Johnson got married, a lot of the superstars, actress like her, were actually waiting for her to fail in that marriage. I don't mean all of them. We're actually waiting for her to fail in that marriage. And when they noticed their plans and intention did not work, they came up with the story that every year Mercy Johnson is with a new baby. That one did not work. Today is not the first time Mercy Johnson is trending. She's one of the actresses. While I was growing up, I loved watching her. And I took our time to make research on this whole matter, and I asked people who are close to her. Listen to me. When God keep the people who are waiting for your failure in vain, and when they stay too long without seeing your failure, they will come up with a doctor story. They will come up to voice their bitterness. Listen to me. One of the best superstars in the Nollywood that every young lady growing up should emulate is Mercy Johnson, followed by Omotala, followed by Genevieve. Let me tell you, these people are exceptional. And you can just look at Mercy Johnson this, Mercy Johnson that. Now, let me ask you this question. If the person talking about Mercy Johnson, or how bad Mercy Johnson treated her, or how bad Mercy Johnson is, coming out on the social media to call her out, was that a solution? As a Christian, as a child of God, I'm speaking this from the angle of a Christian. As a Christian or a child of God, so many of us talk about God, but we don't know God. Let me tell you the truth. Anytime you come on social media to call anybody out for what they have done to you that is evil, I am not saying Mercy Johnson did that. I did not say she didn't do it. But what I'm telling you is calling her out was never a solution. Because if you are a Christian, you must understand the power of forgiveness. Anybody you are calling out on social media, you're not making peace. You're not interested in peace. You're only trying to make sure you blackmail them and destroy their reputation. If really this person wants to make peace and make amends. What's supposed to be done was call her out, sit down with her, and resolve the issue quietly. Sometimes some people want to trend when they think they are fading out. When they think nobody's talking about it, they are fading out. Nobody even know they exist again. Missy Johnson constantly go and see what she is doing. So when they notice that this thing is not happening, they will look for a cook story, somebody who is really happening. So they will now cook up the story, so they will start trending. Let me tell you, Missy Johnson is a beautiful soul. Missy Johnson is a proud mother. Any young lady growing up must watch Missy Johnson. She's a proud mother. She's a proud wife, a woman who honors her marriage, honors her husband, honors her children, and honor her body. Imagine with the children God has blessed her. Look at her body. Look at how she looks. Look at the love between her and her family. Let me tell you the truth. Most of these Nollywood stars out there are not happy that her marriage is doing well, her husband loves her, and her children are just wonderful. This is my own part of this whole trending. If she had any problem with Missy Johnson, she would have called her and sit with her and resolve this issue. I just hope I make sense. But the real truth about it is, Missy Johnson is somebody I love so much. Growing up watching her has been a blessing to me. And anyone who comes dragging her, I'll come after the person. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Wow. So we'll continue this tomorrow. We'll continue this next week. Girl, I didn't even get all the videos. They were dragging this woman. But I like her husband respond. I like her husband respond. I will post it next week. And her husband response said, he said something, mental health is real. You got to be checking on your family members. You know, people got mental problems, and it's awesome. This is what we call standing by your wife and loving your wife and family. So next week we will be talking about it. And Jojo's daughter is going to prom today, and graduation is right next to her. They get to us and mommy move from behind me and leave me. I got
easy.
You were Josephine once you follow the girl to the prom hall.
I will follow her where she going to take her picture. I'll come and bake her. My on a lot of restriction. Okay, this girl is restricting me like crazy. Even for the barbecue, you know the way you make a picture booth. So a lot of people when they come, they see everything. So why? Oh, it's not me. She don't even want a picture booth. She said it's a barbecue. What all of that for? People can stand whatever place they want to take picture. They should take picture. You know the poster we make with the picture on it, the graduate picture, and make it big. She don't want it. She said, I don't want nothing hanging around with my picture on.
You will get it.
Except my t-shirt. She don't want it. So I want to do everything at her graduation. I'm going to do it the way she wants it. You know, so a lot of things. She like, mommy, it's just a barbecue. I don't want no poster. I don't want people having a picture booth. People can stand whenever place they want to take picture. So I've been on a lot of restrictions, and I've been worrying about it because I want her to enjoy her day.
Jojo, we need to make her to understand that one, we are African parent, not only African parent as a whole. Those pictures is to just see her steps, her development, where she came from.
No, she don't mind. She don't mind her pictures though. She just mean, you know, the way we can fix something where everyone will stand there and take picture. That's what she's talking about. But one of the things she wants, she was like, mommy, Michael, I want a lot of laptop spread on the floor. That's the thing she wants. So I rather want her to enjoy her thing, not about me. So I'm going to follow everything she wants. I even came up with a thing. I didn't know she was going to feel that way. On the phone trying to order laptops to get people to sew. She said, absolutely not. She don't want her to sew no clothes puppy. They're scared and the blast.
They are shabby. That the last play you want to carry to the American children.
They don't want, you know, the African thing that the graduate wear. That kid thing what they put.
Liberia.
You know, to the guy. On the guy now they can't stuff. I tried to order what she don't want it. So, you know, she you know, she don't like a lot of stuff. So yeah, she don't want it. She like, no, mommy, no. So there are a lot of things I gotta point myself every day that but it's okay.
I know, but just wait. When she graduated in college and they say, mommy, no, I'm not marching that just the diploma. Yeah, I know you will pass out.
Oh, that one? No, way back like a year ago, she told me she want graduation party. I said, that one you lie.
Okay.
You want to just sit down there, that one for me. That one you lie. But I don't want politician. I said, I want you lie. Hey, that one on my own. So that when the party are having, she said, okay, you having it, she just don't want all those things. So I understand she not, she know she like me, but I accept it in the way I let her. Oh, she like, oh.
Yes. So again, congratulate. Let me take this thing now. Sorry. So congratulations again to our little princess here, and we can't wait to come and celebrate with you on
Yeah.
June 15. We can't wait to come and celebrate with you, everybody. If Jojo, we forgot, though, we need to pin the cash app. So, but we forgot, we'll pin it next week, okay? So anybody, you know, they get you want no gift, you give her cash. She didn't even want gift card because sometimes you go give her something like, give her the Visa or
She
Master.
might not even use it yet.
The Visa or Master gift card. But if you just give her any kind of store gift card, I don't think she'll be happy. Now
No.
what children are how they are, you know. So you give her a gift card, and her daughter too is graduating too and has prom today, right? And got her prom today
Yes.
too. These are two cousins that what's her name, sister here, Jojo's sister.
I don't think she's going to prom today. She's not. Is Avina going to prom today?
Okay, she's graduating the same day as well. And
Yeah.
then we got a couple of our sisters. I will post the other ones next week. Amanda is graduating with her master's. Amanda Tappet. She's graduating again with her master's degree in nursing. Congratulations, girl. You know, I
Congratulations.
did it.
Congratulations.
Mother to be a mother working. Shout out to your spouse too that supported you through this as well. So you know, congratulations, our sisters. We are proud of you. We are your sisters, and we are all to be happy. If you are rejoicing, we gotta rejoice with you. If you are mourning, we mourn with you. You sad. If your crown is falling off your head, or Basa might say, let us fix our sister crown.
Peanut butter.
That's how it's supposed to be. And put away all the hate and drama. We celebrate with y'all. And we say big congratulations to all our graduates from preschool to kindergarten, middle school, from preschool, kindergarten, middle school, high school, college, everything. We say congratulations. We love you and God bless you and order your steps in your new career and joining in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on. We love you guys with the love of God, and we say God bless you. We will see you next week, and you know, so I turn it over to you guys.
Someone said they're taking their son to his dream vacation. That would be wonderful, Mama.
Oh,
That
yes.
would be great.
Maria, MTK, Maria say, I'm taking my son for his dream vacation when he graduate. No cook, etc. I let you, you already let her travel. So you just can use your own traveling business and put it on our labor, man. No problem. But when he come back, we'll still have to cook when he come back.
Yep. You see me going up and down today. Today's my daughter prom. I'm trying to do cook so I can follow her where she going to take pictures so I can have back or so I can follow her.
Yeah. So now our closing statement she giving you also.
Yeah, so and I said right now going up and down trying to cook quick for my boys before I follow my daughter. Right now, because she agree.
You need to benefit for it. Benefit all
I
you
know.
can. That's your hard work. That's your sweat.
Oh yes.
That's your
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Into that.
You know, honey, born coming up. There were times the people say I couldn't born. My neighbor all over this time. It wasn't easy. Okay, and now I can't believe I got 3 beautiful kids.
Beautiful.
So
children.
you know, I work hard. I work hard for them to do. You know, I do whatever it takes because when God trusts you, I don't know how some people take it easy. I feel like I even deserve them. When God trusts you with these angels, you should go beyond for them. And you know, I hope I'm doing my best.
But that's what a mother is, that godly mother that will do everything in her power. You know, sometimes with all you do, sometimes with the peer pressure and stuff like that, but you will always keep them in your prayers. You will always keep them covered. You know, because your child should never be too, you know, bad for you to not show that love that God has given you for your children. But I bless God for you know, you and your children, and may you always be happy as a mother. And I want to say thanks to everybody, my followers, everyone for watching. And we'll see you all next
Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Nah.
Oh, I let to do. Okay, God bless you. Bye. We love you.